So what do we want to talk about this week for our starting daily motivator for Monday, February 8, 2010? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about as usual. Everybody else is watching the Super Bowl. I'm sitting in here recording daily motivators. Daily motivators. Motivators! So let's see. Let's see what happens when I hit the record button, because usually that's when the inspiration comes. And it just comes. Hi, this is Seth David with Daily Motivator number 131 for Monday, February 8th, 2010. I hope your week's off to a great start. I know mine is. I know mine will be by the time I get there. Of course, I'm recording this in advance, so I'm not really there yet when I'm recording this, but by the time you're hearing it, I'll be there, and I'm sure by then I'll be off to a good start for the week. And usually I'm off to a good start for the week anyway, because I'm always thinking I'm going to be off to a good start for the week. How can it really be a bad week? It really can't be a bad week. It really can't be a bad day. I might even have a bad moment, but the reality is I really can't even have a bad moment, because when you think about it, well, at least for me, all I have to do is look around myself and think about all the gifts I have in my life and what a miracle it is to have the life I have today. And it doesn't take much for me to stop, look around myself, and think in terms of what an incredible life I have. And when I start thinking about that stuff, and I get that feeling of gratitude, that gratitude sets in, and all of a sudden, I'm not really having such a bad moment anymore. Whatever's going on. You know, one of the things I've learned to do is think in terms of how's this going to impact my life in 5 years from now? Is what's going on right at this moment going to matter in my life in 5 years from now? Most of the time the answer is no. And yes, it's going to matter insofar as every experience that we have takes us to the next experience and so on and so forth. But in terms of worrying about things, in terms of getting upset about something that happened or something that didn't happen, usually when I think in terms of is this going to matter 5 years from now, the answer is no. You know, and based on that, I can start to let go. That's how I can begin to kind of let go of these things so that I'm not as upset by them, so that I'm not having a bad moment. I can turn that moment around and start turning it into a good moment by recognizing that this isn't going to matter in 5 years, and recognizing that no matter what's going on in my life, at the barest, most essential levels, I have more than what I could ever ask for in terms of having people in my life who care about me. And I'm learning more and more myself that in those moments when I think I'm having a bad moment, to just think in terms of the people who care about and love me. And sometimes all I've got to do is pick up the phone and give them a call. Once I think of one of those people, pick up the phone and give that person a call. 9 times out of 10, probably more than that, probably 10 times out of 10, that person's going to be happy to hear from me. And just hearing that in their voice is going to make me feel better. There's another way to turn a bad moment into a good one. So I think we have our topic. I'm almost done with the Daily Motivator. It's a good thing I finally got a topic going. Turning a bad moment into good. But these are the things we can do. You call somebody who you know cares about you. And you know, what I found is oftentimes when I've done that, that person needed to hear from me. It turns out they had something they needed to talk about, get off their chest, whatever was going on in their day. And oftentimes when I call somebody based on my needing to get out of my own stuff, it winds up that the person I'm calling needed to hear from me right at that same moment. There's no coincidences. You're a miracle. Get excited about today.